My name is Marian Thorpe, and I grew up in Spokane, Washington, where I'm a member of St. Mark's Lutheran Church.
And my name is James deBoer, and I grew up in New York City and am a member of Central Congregational Church, United Church of Christ in Providence, Rhode Island. We will be going to Argentina and Paraguay. We will be based in Resistencia in the north of Argentina in an area called the Chaco. And when we're there, we'll be working with Disciples of Christ congregations in both countries as consultants to the Roundtable for Mission Development, working on different ways the churches there can incorporate young people and youth into their church, as well as develop new avenues for outreach.
And we're really excited to go to Argentina and Paraguay. In particular, we think that the goals of the Roundtable of Churches of Argentina and Paraguay are very similar in some ways to struggles that churches in the U.S. are facing. The challenge of involving young people in many aging congregations in the U.S. is similar to the challenges that people are facing in Argentina and Paraguay, where much of the population is youth and young people. Similarly, in the U.S., we have congregations that are trying to discern their mission in terms of social outreach and social justice. In Argentina and Paraguay, the Disciples of Christ churches have been involved for decades in resisting dictatorships in both countries. At this time, now that the dictatorships are over, they're again discerning how to make their social justice mission relevant to the needs of their countries.
There's tremendous reconciliation opportunities, both between the churches of the two different countries. There's been a legacy of conflict dating back to the War of the Triple Alliance back in the 1800s. And there is hope that through this joint table and this joint mission development program, there can be some healing for those wounds. And
we hope to go to Argentina and Paraguay and see churches, groups of churches engaged together in discerning their mission, and think about what we can learn in the U.S. As James is going into the ministry, we think that we'll learn a lot from watching people go intentionally into building their missions, and we think we can bring those lessons back to ministry here in the U.S.
We're very excited about the theme of critical presence, which the Global Ministries Office has been explaining to us, and we've been understanding it more and more. And we believe that our experience and our mission in Argentina and Paraguay can reflect this critical presence model, because there is such need for new avenues for mission development there, and they've requested some outside people to come in. So we'll go and we'll witness to their process, and we'll support them in what they're doing. And then when we come back, we'll share the story here.
I think what has brought me to this point of embarking on this mission, many factors in my life have led up to it. I think to begin with, my family is multiracial. My father's from the United States, and he's white. My mom is Korean, from Korea. And so growing up, we were constantly thinking about cultural differences, and practicing cultural listening and cultural learning. So that, I think, set the groundwork for me to be interested in cross-cultural experiences, cross-cultural exchange. In addition, I grew up in a church that was really active in social missions. So we had food banks, we worked with homeless youth, we did Habitat for Humanity. We also supported mission work in Tanzania. And so we had a church, the St. Mark's Lutheran Church in Spokane was very outwardly focused. And I think it made for a really strong church and a strong community. So learning those lessons together, I think, have set me on a course to want to engage in mission and engage in the process of cultural learning in Argentina and Paraguay.
I didn't grow up going to church, so when I started going, everything has been a learning experience. And I was especially struck by the sense of mission and community that I found in the United Church of Christ and also in my home congregation, Central Congregational Church in Providence, Rhode Island. And I've come to understand mission and outreach as a fundamental part of who we are as Christians and what the church is, and that you cannot just have your Sunday morning worship without this other aspect reflecting the global church and our ecumenical commitment and our understanding of ourselves as a people really all over the planet. So the opportunity to go as missionaries to really embody that and to reflect that is very exciting and very motivating for me.
Mm-hmm. If I could just add, I think the fact that I come from a Lutheran background and James came from a non-church background, and here we are embarking with the UCC and the DOC on this joint ministry project, I think says a lot about the nature of global ministries in being ecumenical and being collaborative. And many missionaries work with organizations that are not DOC or UCC in the countries where they work. So something that's been really important to us and that's brought us to global ministries has been this sense of ecumenicalism that we're very proud to be a part of. I have great respect for the people who have called us to Argentina and Paraguay. The churches in Argentina and Paraguay have been working together for over 5 years to call missionaries to their country to act as consultants. And the intention and foresight and collaboration that has been happening down there for the last 5 years, that just really impresses me at the intentionality and sense of purpose that I perceive in that multi-year long collaboration. So I go down to Argentina and Paraguay with great respect for what has already happened, and hope that we can add to it in any way we can.
Thank you for your support and for your prayers and for all the help that you offer to us and to missionaries. We are so excited for this opportunity, and we really appreciate all that you do. We're looking forward to going down to Argentina and Paraguay to serve with the Disciples of Christ congregations there, and we look forward to coming back and telling you all about it.